Okay, guys, honestly, I think we have one right here. All right, we have, again, like I said, I told you this stuff, you want to make sure that you're seeing some of them and coupling with some other confluences, right? But this is what will best represent probably our three bearish, our bearish three line strike. So you want to say this is your first one, first green candle, second green candle, third green candle, and you have that one bearish engulfing candle that cover all of them. So again, we said this happens. This Oh, okay, we just make a mistake. This is supposed to be three candles heading the same direction. So they're supposed to be, this is the opposite. This is supposed to be in an uptrend. So no, we haven't found it yet. Because this is a downtrend, so we should be looking for bearish three line strike. And this was supposed to be three red. Supposed to be three red followed by a green candle. So oh man. Thought we find it, but just have to keep looking. And I told you guys this happened in an existing downtrend already, right? And this was your downtrend. This was your downtrend. You just need to look for those three candles that engulf by a green candle. Yeah, I think we might finally have something for sure. I think we finally have something for sure. But I just wish this candle would have been healthier. But if we don't see something that is healthier, okay, so this is our three candles, 1, 2, 3. Then you have that one green candle before price continue moving down, right? Remember, we say this exists in a trend that already exists. So this was here already downtrend all the way from up there. And then this hourly candle, remember, and then you have this your three what? Your three bearish bearish line strike right there. 1, 2, 3, and then you have that green candle that closes above these three candles. Look at the bodies. All of the bodies are between these three candles before you have that you move that continue to the downside. Even this look like it's going up, but this trend is still going down. So before trend continuation, right? If I see something that look a little bit more good, I will show you guys, but that was probably the best representation that we have. Let's look for, yeah, that morning star. I think we look for something that looked like that. But if we see this downtrend, if we try to see, we can see morning star there. Okay. Let's say this was the bottom because this technically hasn't broken this yet. Say this is the bottom that generated all this move. Let's go there and see if we can see our morning star. This looked like something that could have been potential, but guys, I think I'm feeling dizzy looking at some of this stuff. If we cannot find a little bit of them, you potentially try to look for some yourself. But yeah, just I haven't like really mapped some of this area in advance. I should have done that, but I think the best one was the one, the evening star that we found at the top of that trend. Because what you want to say, this is one for you, and say that's a Doji, because it look a little bit more than a hammer. But if you want to call this one morning star, that is your three candles, right? So that is the bottom. So yeah, technically, after the low of this Doji, the price didn't visit it again, right? The price went significantly higher. Let's see. Yeah, so after that low, price made a new high. So anyways, we can just say that was our morning star. Guys, let me check some and see what else we haven't checked. I'm not having them all in my head. I don't know why. Hmm. Okay. I think we did find this. We did this, which is the same as this. We did this. We did this. I'm not still like really good on the one that we found on this. We did this. Oh, so yeah, let's look for this in a downtrend. Let's try to see if we can see this in a downtrend. Or an uptrend, I think that's the last one. And so we can continue on this class, folks. Hmm. Oh, there you go, guys. So yes, we found our bullish right there, right? So yeah, that's it for you. Remember, I would say this exists in an uptrend that already exists. This happened in an uptrend that already exists. So yes, so this is your first candle, and these are your three candles. Remember, I told you guys this candle has to be red, but the colors of this one doesn't really matter. And the closure of this has to be above this second candle, which ideally between the second candle and the first candle, which one was higher? Let me see. Yeah, the second candle was higher. So this is a perfect example of your bullish mad hole. So this signified that the price was going to continue going up at this level after this candle ended. So you would have probably long this retest, stop there. Let's see how far this price went up. After that happened, right after that happened, look, you would have potentially long right there and target all this move, right? So this is how far the price came. Remember, we're on 4 hours before figuring that out. Let's get back to 4 hours. That's what happened after 4 hours. So even if you would have entered this and waited all this noise, or you would have entered a more valid entry here, that is still your invalidation down there, right? So all this move, you would have been taking some of this zone, of these areas. On the left, you would have been taking some of these areas of supply. So you would have entered a trade right there. Clear this one, which you did. That's your first take profit. Clear this one, which you did. Clear all this one, which the price did. Even I think up to here, the price didn't clear this one. It did not clear this one, but it came somewhere here. So yeah, that is just one of them stuff in considering. Like I said, it's couple stuff put together before this one playing out. If you zoom out where, you will definitely see that there was some other factors that happened around here before this rejection. Going to your left, we've already been explaining this a lot. There was another block towards all the way to your left that gave you that this price was going to come and take this high up. Mind you, price came almost there, but it never actually took that high. So this also, you would have entered this with more confidence because of that higher block, and because again of this your small consolidation that happened here for a little bit, and then you have your broke above. Remember, I told you guys, when you see a chart, a zone, identify the lowest point of that area, identify the highest point of that area, and then since when price move above that area, it means price is heading more upward, right? So you could have also used this metric combined with this, and this would have given you a better, much more trade. So you would have even traded this and even stopped all the way below here. You'd have still been good, more risk reward ratio for all of this movement, right? So I'm just trying to see if we can have a certain move that was better, that we haven't described, that was somewhere else, that was represented somewhere else. I'm trying to see, man. Really wish we could see that, but so okay, let's end this here in case some questions. So guys, sorry about for taking all your time. Sorry about that. I'm really dizzy. I just got my hair done. I don't know if that's what is pulling my eyes, and it seemed like a little bit dizzy than I was expecting. So I don't know if you guys like got something from what I was trying to show you guys. Sometimes when you're looking for those stuff, you don't really need to look for all of them at once. You just need to look for what is present in a certain chart and try to use it and some other factors together. So yes, guys, that was it. And if you guys have some question, ask it so that we can all clarify on that, because we are already actually over our class today and I'm not totally feeling fine. So get some questions. Let's do some more questions before we end this. Remember, we have a class on Tuesday. Uh, Hopefully Tuesday I'm okay, and I have a class tomorrow, 6-hour class tomorrow. It's gonna be those methods still have a lot to play in our day-to-day trading. Of course, yes, you will find them in every stuff. You find them in 1 minute, you find them in seconds, you find them everywhere. You just need to identify the trend, whether it's an uptrend, downtrend. If that method is supposed to apply at the top of a trend, you go around the top of a trend, around where the trend is not going significantly higher. You check that there and see if it's there and combine with some other stuff. If it's at the bottom of a trend, do that, just identify a trend. If it's where it's in a continuation of a trend, you identify that. Just make sure that you always know where you're looking for them so that you will not make a mistake, because sometimes, like I was just doing, I almost look for something else. I was trying to look for something that is supposed to be in an uptrend, in a downtrend. So always make sure that you know where you identify them. Yes, Big Legend, go on with your question. Unmute yourself and ask your question.
Boss, I've been hearing you
Yes, I'm getting
talking
you. Go
about trend
ahead.
trend. Most of the time network is disturbing us, so I don't really know what that term is. I'm asking that right?
Yes,
Please, can you hear me?
yes, I'm getting you.
I've been getting you using the term class. Maybe you must have spoken about it due to network issues. So I don't know whether you could just help me explain that term trend again.
Oh, okay. A trend is a direction where a market is moving. So a trend is just a direction where the price of an asset is moving.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be down or up, right? So a trend is a direction where the market is moving. Let me just show you an example. Let's say you open a chart and you see the prices of, you see price of this asset going down, right? Let's use 1 hour. 1 hour will show you. Um, yes, let's say now you're here. Assuming all this noise, take out all this out. All this, so from what you can see now, right? From what you can see now, the direction that this market is moving is up. So this market is in an uptrend right now with the 1 minute time frame, right? So the trend is a direction where the price of an asset is moving, and there are two typical type of trend: a down and an upward trend. When the market is moving sideways like this area is consolidating. But when you zoom out a little bit, you see that, okay, generally it's moving in an uptrend. And there's something called a trend line, which you will find here, which will help you identify the bottom of that trend to the top of that trend. So when you put, let's say you put that line there, assuming that that is your psychological support, all right, you don't want price to
Boss,
trade below, you don't want price to trade below this. The moment price break below this line, and when I mean break below, like make a red candle and close below here and start trading below here, the market with some other cause involving and factors, that market is shifting in trend, is changing the trend. Remember, this is a very small time frame, and this market is in a high, it's in an uptrend. So you want to make sure that price don't trade below here. because I don't know if I line up my trend line well, but yes, just make sure price doesn't trade below here. The moment price start closing and trading below here, this trend becomes a potential reversal. Um, it becomes irrelevant. That's when you start seeing a shift in market structure, a shift in trend, because price just changed. And before the price move to a different trend, it has to be a couple factors involved. Could be some of those ones that we've told you guys. So maybe probably by the time that the price is trading here, it's just some stuff that is being confirmed, right? Just some stuff that is being confirmed that okay, there's been a change of structure. Where would that change of structure happen? Start looking for this stuff. You start seeing that, was this your evening star, right? You start seeing that, you start looking that, was this the top of the trend? Like we told you guys, considering that this is the evening star, this is where the last parabolic move happened, right? This was your really solid green candles, and say, remember I would say doji or neutral candle open and close almost at the same price like this, for example. And okay, agreeing that this is a thick green candle which engulf it, this become your evening star, these three candles, right? So maybe you start putting one of those two things together. You start putting one of those two